Now, something that the better chatbots can do is to actually learn from the users. This is really useful in, well, things like competitions where they'll ask a question, they'll say about a sentence and they'll ask a question about it. But, even just for, regular conversation, if somebody says, I don't know, my brother is called John, and then asks you who the brother is, it's going to look pretty stupid if it doesn't know the answer. So you can do this in eval quite easily with a couple of tags. So let me show you how to do that. So let's say, for example, I am happy. Let's say that's great to hear. Yep, so that's nice standard category there. I am happy. That's great to hear. Now, later they might say, what am I? No idea. How can we get the bot to learn that the user is happy? Right, what we really need is a category similar to this. So when the user says, what am I? You told me you were happy. Yeah, but then what happens if the user says, I don't know, I am sad, I am whatever? How can we, just if the user says, what am I? You told me you are happy, then the user may not have said that first. So what we need to do is to get the bot to learn this category only when the user says, I am happy. And we can do that with a tag called learn. Now, anything between the learn tags is learned by the bot. So let's get rid of that and put it in here. Yep, so let's just tidy it up a bit. Okay, yeah, so if the user says I am happy, the bot will learn our new category, what am I? So let's try it. What am I? No idea. Right, that's right, because that the category only exists when this has been said, I am happy. I am happy. That's great to hear. What am I? You told me you were happy. That's right, the bot's now learned a new category. Yeah? That's really useful. You probably wouldn't want to hard code the word like happy in there though, so let's try put I am star. Now we won't put that's great to hear because I'm going to say I am sad. So let's try something like thanks for telling me. Right, what am I? You told me you were star. Yeah. So you kind of use it like any other category. So now if we try this, I am sad. Thanks for telling me. What am I? Now this may not work. In fact, it won't work. Yeah. You told me you were blank. Now, why has it done that? Okay, the reason it's done that is because whatever is in this category tag is exactly what it displays back to you. So you told me you were star. Now this time a star doesn't refer to the wildcard. It is actually thinking it's the word, the characters of star in a tag. And because that doesn't display to the user, you get nothing. What we need to do is to say, rather than using the word star in a tag, we want it to evaluate the contents of this wildcard and display them in here to the user. So to evaluate something, you do eval. Yeah, anything in there is actually, it's worked out what actually the content is. So I am angry. You told me you were, star is angry. So it put the word angry in there. Yeah, let's show you that. So I am sad. Thanks for telling me. What am I? You told me you were sad. That's it. It's done it there, you see. So it's looked at the star. If you find you get like that, where you get unexpected results, it's the eval tag. Eval and learn kind of work hand in hand to create categories like that. So let's try another one. What we can do is if we say, let's try and make it so we can educate our bot. So x equals y. say I have remembered that. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's put the learn tag in, and then just insert a category in here. Okay, so what we want it to do is to learn that x equals y. So we can say, what is star? Yeah. Now remember, the user is not likely to say what is star. They need to put the eval tags round again. Yeah. Oops. So it works out what the star value is. And then the bot can say something like, I believe it is. So eval again. Star, this time star index equals 2. Yeah. We want it to learn that it's the second part. So let's try that. And we'll say a cat is an animal. I've remembered that. What is a cat? I believe it is an animal. That's right, you see the bot's learning. Yeah? Now what you can do as well, between the learn tags, you don't just have to have one category. We can get to learn a few more things as well. So as a complement to that, we could say, what is... no, let's try something slightly different. So name the second part. And we'll say, how about the first part? Oh, we can just do a star. Yeah. So now it should say name an animal. How about a cat? Let's put a question mark on there. Okay, let's try it again. Cat is an animal. I remember that. Name an animal. How about a cat? Yeah? So it's kind of done all that. So between you learn, so anything between learn is what it learned. So it's learned 2 new categories. Yeah, what is a cat? So, you know, today is whatever, Friday. What is today? I believe it's Friday, yeah. So you can kind of do stuff like that. Really useful. Now, you can't actually see what the bot's learning. It's all held inside, you know, its internal database. So what you can have is a category called Learn F. Now, what Learn F means, it's exactly the same, apart from it writes it out to a file so you can inspect it later. Actually, let's just change that slightly to I ate. So was it tasty? And I can say, what did I eat? You told me you ate whatever. Yeah, so let's try that. So if I say, I ate a pizza, was it tasty? Yeah. So if I now ask, what did I eat? Yeah, you told me you ate a pizza. Yeah, so it's added it in there, yeah? It's learnt it and it's used it in there. Now what it will have done as well is if I refresh the dashboard, because we put it in learn F tags, it will have written a new file. If we're looking, you see we normally have the UDC, we've now got one called panned learn. And in there is here, look, what did I eat? You told me you ate a pizza. Yeah? So if you want to see what your bot's learning from your users, you need to look in there. Now, panned learn, this is a Pandora bot specific one, but if you go into your properties, you go learn file name. If you put an attribute of that, you can specify the name of the file that you want the bot to learn from. I personally wouldn't advise learn F because every time you use it, you have to recompile your bot in order for other people to be able to use these categories. It's nice to see what it's learning, but I prefer just to keep it just as a normal learn tag. One thing to bear in mind, anything that the bot does learn is only remembered for the client who teaches the bot. Yeah, so if someone's saying, I ate a pizza or a cat is an animal, things like that, it will not be shared among other users. Now, this is really important because you may have heard stories of chatbots that start to learn all kinds of nonsense from the internet and its users. Um, there's a famous example which I'm sure you can find online, but I would not advise you trying to make a kind of a self-learning bot unless you have a group of trusted users. But this kind of thing, it's super useful, as I say, especially in competitions. It helps, just give the bot an extra level of knowledge and, yeah, learn a really useful tag.